Thanks for joining us. We're going to have Deputy Chief Livingston come up here and say a few things and give an update on the officers. So, Deputy Chief Livingston.
Good morning, everybody. I really can't talk about the case. It's still under investigation, but I know you would have some questions. To give you an update on the officer, he's doing a lot better than he was yesterday. He's stable, but still in critical condition. He has a lot of injuries to overcome, and his family's up there. That's all I know at this point. It's really all I can release. We're still not going to release the name. But I wanted to take the time this morning to thank the citizens that helped out yesterday with the arrest. I stopped by and saw them this morning, and they were pretty humble. So they're certainly heroes in my book. They did a good job. I also want to thank the many witnesses that came downtown yesterday to do interviews with our detectives. That's can be a lengthy process. The witness was very polite and cooperative and took the time to come down and speak with us, so I'm grateful to them. The family wants to, and the Wichita Police Department wants to thank the public for their widespread, good wishes and support. There's been a lot of messages and food and things sent to the substations and the officers, so we're grateful for that. I just want to remind everybody to keep the injured officer in your prayers, as well as don't forget about the officers who had to come back into work today. That's pretty tough on them. I met with them this morning. I think they're in about as good a spirits as they possibly can be. I'm pretty proud of them because they had to come in and work this morning, and so that's all I have to say. It's a little emotional, but that's what living in a community is all about, right? Law enforcement caring for people and people caring for law enforcement, and that was demonstrated yesterday. That's all I have unless you have any questions. I can't talk about the case.
Deputy Chief, do we know what injuries that officer sustained?
Well, I don't think it's appropriate to release it right now. Let me talk to the family and see what they want to release. So that's up to them.
Are you offering counseling services for police officers who want to be able to have that service?
Yes. We have a protocol in place for that. We've offered it to the officers. We've offered to not only to the officer that were involved yesterday, but his colleagues, even if they were not involved. So we'll be monitoring that behavior and speaking with them and talking to them.
Deputy Chief, as you mentioned, this is a very emotional situation. Can you tell me about your department and all the folks? Obviously, came as a shock yesterday.
What would you want me to
Just
comment?
your reaction and the department's reaction.
Well, a lot of support, a lot of well wishers on social media. A lot of officers at the hospital last night. We're very grateful that he's stable. Yesterday, right after the incident, was critical, and we were, afraid we were going to lose him. And luckily, the medical staff did a really good job of stabilizing him and treating him, and we're grateful to them as well.
How important were the other resources used by, I guess, the Kansas Highway Patrol and the other resources that came out?
Do I know?
The other resources that were used to kind of help. It looks like there was a group, sheriff's offices out there, KTP.
Well, I don't really want to talk about the investigation, but obviously this is an officer-involved incident. We have a suspect that we're going to have to investigate for attempted homicide. If you probably got that from Nikki, I think. So it's always good to have other agencies in there to observe and assist. And we depend on their expertise as well.
Thank you, Deputy.
That's it? All right, thank you.
All right, guys. Just to piggyback off of what the Deputy Chief said, we just want to thank everyone for their continued thoughts and prayers. We have posted information on our social media platform from the Honor Adversus Foundation. The family has asked that in lieu of flowers and cards that are sent to the WPD, the family is respectfully requesting donations to be sent to the Honor Adversus Foundation on the officer's behalf. The Honor Adversus Foundation provides timely and critical financial assistance or services to police members associated with the Fraternal Order of the Police, Wichita Lodge 5. The lodge is comprised of all ranks within the police department. The address is 477 North Seneca, Wichita, Kansas 67203. They also have a website, www.thin-blue-line.org, or you can stop by any Wichita Federal Credit Union and advise them that you would like your donation to go to that foundation. We've posted this info on our Facebook page, and we will be posting it again after the briefing. In difficult times like this, it is comforting to know that we have such a supportive community, first responder, family, and media that desires to provide accurate and timely information on this tragic incident. We have received support from agencies and people all over the United States. And during such a difficult time, it's comforting to know that our family extends past the boundaries of our city. So again, last night I put out, we arrested a 31-year-old male, booked him in for attempted murder and other charges. And that's all we're going to put out today. So again, thank you very much for all the time and effort that you guys, the media, has put into this. And thank you to our citizens for the huge outpouring of support. So thank you.